So in this week's video, we're going to unbox the Sony A7CII. Now, I have a Sony A7 III, which I've had for 4 years, so I'm due to upgrade it. I'm fortunate, I make my living from photography, so I do value my gear and upgrade it on a regular basis. Now, I had a Sony A7 III. I've decided to go for the A7CII. My other option was the A7 IV. Why I chose the A7CII, if you're interested in that, I can make a video about why I chose this instead of the A7 IV. So let's get on with the unboxing. So all I've done is literally just unslip the little tape that keeps the box closed. And in the top of the box, we've got the usual sort of paperwork where the service centers are, how to register your product so you get an extended warranty, and a little bit of a setup guide in multiple languages. So underneath that, we've got a strap which says A7CII on it. That's to one side. What else we've got in here? The battery. So the battery is the NP-FZ100, so it's the same size certainly as my Sony A7 III, and I also have a Sony A7R5, so it's compatible with that as well. So any spare batteries I buy will work for all cameras, so that's a nice plus point. And on the other side, wrapped in this sort of tissue bag, I can get this out without doing anything to it. I just put the box to one side, get the packaging out. So there's nothing else in there, but literally the camera and a battery. So no leads, nothing else. That's all you're getting. So it's a very compact box and a very compact camera. So what are my first impressions? So one of the reasons I chose this was because it was compact. It has that kind of Leica feel to it. And it has, if you can see here, the viewfinder is off to one side rather than being on top of the camera. And so it has, I'll show you, it has a flip screen. So you can see the flip screen. Now one of the differences I've noticed straight away from my A7R5, and I guess the A7 IV, I haven't actually seen that A7 IV in the flesh recently, is the flip screen doesn't tilt up. You have to flip it out. You can then rotate it, but it's not giving you quite as much movement as you get from my A7R5, but I think I can probably live with that. It'll be interesting to see how I get on with that. On the front, you have obviously a lens cap, and on the top of the camera, I can probably show you on this camera. Let's do it there. So on this camera, right, we've got the on-off switch here. Obviously that's not going to do anything, there's no battery in at the moment. So this is, I'm guessing, my exposure compensation dial. Button for video, I like that's on the top. It's not fiddly around the back like it is on the A7 III. And then the usual selection dial, and underneath we have a dial to switch between photo, video, and the S&Q, which is for slow motion and different qualities of video. And I went for the silver finish just because I like that. I like the just pure aesthetics. I just like the look of it better than I did the all black. Also means I can differentiate very quickly which camera I've got in my hand because my Sony A7R5 is all black. So on the back, so the difference is here, the little push button joystick is missing. There are the custom buttons, so there's only 2 custom buttons on there, and everything else looks the same. Let's put a battery in and see what the menu system looks like. In fact, we can flip that over like that, and the camera on. Press menu. So on the newer Sony cameras, it has this new menu system, and this looks like it's very familiar to me. So my next job is get that set up. I'll do a video on my first use of this. If there's any particular topic you'd like me to do, what I've got in my head at the moment is perhaps go out and do some street photography with it, with a 24-70 lens on, and see how light it feels. So my first impressions are it feels very light in the hand. It feels comfortable, still feels sturdy enough. Obviously I need to set up the viewfinder. Kind of brings me back to old school days when you used to have those viewfinders there. But overall, that's the new Sony A7 II. So let me know in the comments what you'd like me to do next with this, and if you'd be interested in seeing my video on why I chose this over the A7 IV, let me know that as well. In the meantime, go and have some fun with your own camera, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.